Is TV dead? Well, contradictory views. Some experts say TV is dead, and some experts, very senior from the industry, people from the industry, say TV is not dead. Now, who's right? Who's wrong? Well, both sides are right. The difference is the jargon. One side is referring to TV, the device, which is constantly growing, so TV is not dead. The other side is referring to the transmission, which is generally cable and satellite, alluding to TV. So cable and satellite as a transmission is definitely declining, getting replaced by digital. And what is happening is the same linear broadcast. So what is linear broadcast? Where you have fixed content or pre-decided content at a specific point in time, where you can't rewind or you can't forward. That's linear content. So linear content is constant or growing, but the transmission is moving from cable and satellite to digital. Now let's get some perspective. So we are a population of 1445 million. So in crores, that's 144.5 crores. Now if you translate the 1445 million to individuals or to homes, we've got a 1445 million individuals. You got 4.2006 individuals per house. So there are 2 people, there are 4 people in a house. In rural areas, there are 6, 7. In urban areas, there are nuclear families where you learn about 1 or 2 people. It's true, there are 7, 8 people in joint families. Now, if you take the national average, it comes to 4.2006. So 1445 million divided by 4.2006 comes to 344 million homes. Out of 344 million homes, you've got 2.32 million homes which have a cable or which have a TV. Now that means how many homes are dark, TV dark? So 344 minus 222, that leaves you with 122 million homes without any access to a TV. Now let's look at the breakup of the 222. In the 2 million homes, the cable and satellite, which people refer to as TV dying, the breakup is cable and satellite. So you've got cable and satellite like a Hathway or a city cable. That adds up to 52.5 million as we speak. You've got pay DTH, a Tata Sky or an Airtel, that comes to 53 million homes. And then you've got free dish, which is the government Prasar Bharati transmission, which is free, which anyone can access. And logically, that number is only growing. Why? Because it's free. That number adds to 64 million. So if you add 52, 53 and 64, that comes to 169.6, approximately 170 million homes which have some kind of a cable and a satellite connection, which is on the decline except for free dish. Now where are those numbers going? If you have total 222 million homes, as we discussed, and the total of cable and satellite is 169.6, you are left with 52.72. Now what's happening to those 52.72? They don't watch anything? Of course they do. They watch through a digital connection, and they've got a device called a CTV, which is a connected TV or a smart TV. A smart TV is one which can be connected. It has some form of a internet or a Wi-Fi enabled input. Now that number is 101 million. Now if the gap between total TVs 222 and cable and satellite connections is minus, which is 170, is 52 million. CTV is 101 million. So what about the 101 million minus 52? That is 47.37. Those homes have both a cable and satellite connection and some kind of a OTT connection. That's the overlap. So what is happening? Cable and satellite is slightly declining. Digital is increasing. The 101 million CTV that you talk about today will obviously increase tomorrow. The cable and satellite numbers will come down. Today you are watching through digital means, and that's OTT. So is TV dead? In my view, the instrument is not dead. The prices will keep declining. The mode of transmission is changing rapidly from cable and satellite to digital.